How you doing, guys? Tomato Sauce in here, and tonight I'm going to talk to you about my favorite ways to make gold in Wrath of the Lich King pre-patch. Number one is a profession. It's pretty easy to level at this point in the game, and that profession is mining. So what you're going to do, if you don't have mining, don't worry. I'm not leaving you out. You're going to level your mining profession, drop whatever you have, and you're going to go grab mining. Now you have level 1 mining. You're going to buy about 80 copper ore off the auction house. And what you're going to do from there is simply start smelting. You're going to smelt your way right through copper. You're never going to touch a copper node. Then from there, you'll go to 1,000 Needles. Where's 1,000 Needles, you ask? I hope not, but just in case you do, it's on Azeroth, on the Kalimdor content, just south of the Barrens, right? So right over here, here's the Barrens. And you're going to run this loop around 1,000 Needles. There is a metric ton of tin here. You'll probably be in 1,000 Needles for 45 minutes to an hour. You'll get a ton of tin. You'll get a ton of silver. And, you know, you might even get all the way up to iron, right? Now, from there, what you're going to do is you're just going to go to your closest auction house because iron ore is super cheap. So we're going to buy this again. You're going to start smelting. And you're going to smelt yourself as close to Mithril as you can possibly get. Once you're in that range where you can mine iron and Mithril, what you're going to do is simply come on over to a place that we all know and love in classic WoW, and that's Kargath. So Kargath, what was once the hub of the game, you know, is now kind of a ghost town. But there is a ton of Mithril here. So every dime that you've invested in re-leveling your mining profession, here's where you're going to make it back. Mithril sells for a mint on any server that you're on, just because it's a bottleneck for everything, right? So it's a bottleneck for blacksmithing. It's a bottleneck for engineering. You can, you know, use it to level up jewel crafting. So there's a ton of different use cases for Mithril. And it's very good when you're leveling up your professions. Now, there's no better time to sell Mithril than in a pre-patch when people are returning to the game and leveling up alts. So Mithril's going to go for a pretty penny. Heavy Stone's going to go for a pretty penny. And every dime that you've put into smelting at this point to level quickly to get to Mithril, basically rushing Mithril, you make back here. So now, you can either hang out and just farm Mithril for a while, or if you're going to continue and try to get your mining up to TBC level, the next move is to go to Ungoro Crater, which is a mining hotspot right now. There are more nodes than people to hit them here. You can go into this gorilla cave, you can go down to the sill at this spot, or you can just run laps around the outside because in Wrath of the Lich King pre-patch, it just seems like they added more node spawns. I'm pretty sure they did too. So you run around the, just do loops out here. You're going to run across a ton of nodes. Before you know it, your mining's going to be 300. You're going to have pockets of thorium, arcane crystals out the yin yang. You'll be able to make your own Thunder Fury by the time you get out of here, guys. Now from here, you're going to go to TBC mining, or excuse me, you're going to go to Outland, start running Hellfire Peninsula for fell iron ore. You know, get like 10, 20, 30 ores, and then start smelting, and by that point you'll be able to go right to adamantite. My favorite place to mine adamantite is Nagrand. I do a Nagrand loop here, and adamantite sells for a ton because it is so good to prospect with jewel crafting. And again, it's a blocker for jewel crafting, it's a blocker for engineering, it's a blocker for blacksmithing. You can't help but make money mining. Just to show you, right? When I started pre-patch a couple weeks ago, you know, I think I had about 200-300 gold. I was down to 150 after I leveled my mining, and I've entirely made my gold by mining and you know, selling the ore on the auction house and some dailies. Also, I've enchanted multiple mongooses and multiple executioners because I'm sick like that. So I've probably spent 1,000 gold on that, and I also already have dual spec. So I'm sitting on, you know, Northrend flying now, ready to go. I have dual spec. I have more weapons, mongoose and executioner enchanted than I even know what to do with. And that's why mining is my absolute favorite way to make gold in pre-patch. Now, my second favorite way to make gold, you're looking at it, is dailies. There are dailies all over TBC. They give a ton of gold. And if Netherwing dailies are something you're interested in, I have a video coming out about Netherwing rep in the pre-patch and the fastest way to level that, because I didn't have a guide when I went into this, and it was a kind of a pain to get into it. So I want to just walk you guys through that in a future video. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video tonight. If you don't have mining yet, get it, because there's no better time than a pre-patch to level mining and to make a ton of gold. And you don't even have to put a ton of time into it, because, you know, again, it's a blocker for everything. So enjoy the gold. Have a great night. Tomato saucing out.